Hello and welcome back to the Loose Nuts Tight Bolts podcast bonus episode.
Yes, it is a bonus because we've had some interesting events unfold
In the last 24 hours it's been...
since our last... we did
since
an
the last
episode
episode.
yesterday.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, so Dan, you might want to run through what actually happened to you yesterday.
I'll start off with it all. So we brought it up, and I've probably been up a couple episodes about a falcon that came into your possession.
Yep.
So I was driving home from the shops with my wife yesterday afternoon, and coming through Morisset, got pulled over and got told that the car has been registered as stolen.
Yes, reported stolen.
Reported stolen, which was news to us.
Very much news to us. And my beliefs at that time was that only the owner could report it
Yeah,
stolen.
that's what we believed as well. So I was just like, this is interesting. Something's happened. And yeah, obviously... big ordeal, multiple back and forths with the police and multiple phone calls with yourself, Chris, and the police. And
Yeah, well, I got a phone call, and as I said, I was just lucky I answered it because I'd been at the pub, I'd had a few drinks.
Yeah, ready to wind down for the afternoon.
And then you had Emily call me, and I didn't have her number,
No.
so I answered it. And then she told me, and I was like, what the
Fuck is going on here?
So, and then, yeah, like... I got on the phone to you, and then I also spoke to the highway that pulled you over.
Yeah.
Bit of a dick.
Yeah, not very... What wasn't interested in playing any games?
No, I said to him, mate, I'm leaving the house now. I'm on my way to the workshop to get the paperwork that says the vehicle is legally ours, and I'll take it straight to Wyong Police Station.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, you can do that.
You can do that. I'm not going to do anything about it.
So I did that, and I got there, and I gave it to the guy
He
behind
goes, you've got till the car gets towed, and you well and truly got there within that time period.
100%. My documentations were presented to Wyong Police Station before the car was towed.
Before the tow truck had even arrived.
But the bloke behind the counter at Wyong Police Station
Wasn't very helpful.
was also a dick.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, seriously, I've
It was a
got
Saturday
nothing
night
against cops.
attitude, yeah.
My brother's a copper. I've got nothing against cops. But these guys, they were not helpful at
No.
all.
Well, I reckon the High Patrol got excited he was going to arrest somebody, and then...
Yeah, well, you were worried about getting put in handcuffs,
Yeah,
weren't
I saw a paddy wagon pull up behind him. I was like, oh, here we go.
you? Here we go. You got a
get
free
him
ride. We would have got free dinner.
Yeah, we got something.
But they don't serve shakes, sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's a problem. So it's got to be very low energy diet. Come on, mate. VLED. It'll be a VLED approved dinner.
But then, so I spoke to the bloke, my brother, who was a cop, I spoke to him as well, and he basically said, let me talk to him, I'll talk to him, I'll explain it, rah, rah, rah. None of them wanted to have a chat to him.
No.
None of them wanted to talk to me.
No.
The guy at the counter at Wyong, I was like, okay, can you tell me who reported it stolen? He goes, no. And I'm like, can you tell me when it was reported? No. And I'm like, but how can it be reported stolen if I'm standing here as the owner saying it's not stolen?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, no worries. Dude, can you ring my brother, please?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm too busy for this. And then walked away, and I was like, I was fuming. You know,
Yeah, I can imagine.
you know, I was fuming, and I was like, all right, I've got to leave this alone.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it anyway. I'm not getting the car back tonight.
So I walked away from it, and then I basically said, I said to the officer when I was speaking to him on the phone, I said, if you guys tow this car away, the cost is on you. The impound cost and everything is on you. And he goes, oh, yeah, we'll see about that. No. The cost is going to be on them.
Yeah.
And then, so this morning, like last night, had a bit of a rough night's sleep, did all my research, found out that, you know, I can actually put a complaint into the LECC, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Did all my research. So this morning I got up, I went to the gym, I did my weigh in, and then I drove straight to the police station.
Yeah.
Got out, went in with all the paperwork, ready for
a battle.
Let's go. And the dude went, yep, cool, all right. What's the rego number on the car? And I gave it to him. He goes, okay. So it was reported stolen 5 days ago on the 10th, and I'm like, interesting.
I've been driving the car for
Since
that period of time in multiple police cars, and nothing's happened. So
And then he's like, I don't understand why it's been seized.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be conversation between you and the police, and you just get the paperwork to the police station so they can verify it, and then they hand me the keys and say, sorry for the confusion, see you later.
Yeah.
But no one was in the mood, obviously.
No one was in the mood for that. And then, like this morning, the bloke was so helpful. Like he turned around and said, "Okay, so it was reported stolen by this bloke, which is the original owner." So what happened was, as you know, Dan, but I don't know. A recap on it is the original owner sold it to one of my customers from work. Now, so that agreement, that agreement between them was that agreement between them. My customer from work brought it to me, and then we had a separate agreement, and we did work on the car and weren't paid for the car. So therefore, the car sat with us for over 6 months. It was in storage for over 3 months.
It was nearly a whole year you had the car.
With all the work that we did on it. Yeah, exactly. So with all that happening, right, I went through our legal channels and they said, yep, well, you can't speak about person A because he had a deal with person B, and person B had a deal with person C, which is you. Yeah. So you have the car, so therefore you have the right to retain that car.
Yeah, it's not like I was confused. I think people thought you just took the car.
Yeah, no.
Which I was just like, no, he's gone through the judges have looked at the paperwork. He's gone through every single aspect of the law to get this signed off. So I was like, this is just going to be either a shit fight or it's just going to be the car gets dropped straight back to you.
I thought this morning was going to be a bit of a shit fight. Yeah. I thought, here we go. Like, I'm going to spend the whole day at Wyong Police Station on a Sunday. But then when I went in there and I spoke to him, and he said, oh, yeah, here's your uncollected goods certificate that was signed at Wyong Police Station. Yeah. Here's your registration papers, and here's your PPSR you had done, which is your... What's the PPSR called again?
No idea. You're the one who did it all.
I can't remember what it's called, though. Anyways, it's a check that you get to make sure it's not stolen, it doesn't owe any money, and rah. Yeah. And it had nothing like that. So we registered it back in June. So we've been driving it for 3 months.
Yeah, it's been on the road for 3 months. And
2 weeks ago, the original person A, there we go, person A, because we have had no contact with person B since April. Yeah. Person A came into the workshop to collect the car, and I explained to him then and there, I said, you can't collect the car. Yeah. And he's like, but it's my car. And I said, well, not anymore. I said, the bill wasn't paid. I did the work on it, and you knew where your car was. You didn't make any any communication. You did not produce when asked for documents of ownership. So therefore, I had nothing to do with you. I just spoke to the other person B. Yeah. And then when person B didn't pay or didn't want to do anything, I went down all the right avenues and got my uncollected goods certificate, got this, got that, got that. He turned around to me then and said, oh, you know what, if I owned a mechanical workshop, I would have done the same thing. So, no biggie here. I dropped him back down to the train station because obviously he wasn't going to drive home. And then 2 weeks later,
he's reported stolen.
This is going to happen. So I will be making a phone call tomorrow to him.
I'm confused how he could even do it. I don't even understand. Did that ever get explained to you?
No, they're all still scratching their heads. So
someone's made a mistake somewhere.
Well, after speaking to the officer this morning at Wyong Police Station, he gave me the incident number, which no one was giving me yesterday. Yeah. No one could give it to me, and I was like, well, this isn't right. Anyways, he gave me the incident number straight up. He then told me to contact Newcastle City because that's where...
It was lodged.
It was lodged. Yeah. By a senior constable up there. So I contacted them. That bloke wasn't in. So I said, all right, I need to speak to your supervisor. Yeah. So I spoke to the supervisor straight away. He's looked at it. And straight away he's like... why is your car impounded? I'm like,
you fucking tell me.
You tell me, man. And he turned around and he goes, because looking at the notes here, this is a civil matter. Police don't get involved in civil matters. And I'm like, 100% this is a civil matter between person A and person B. Yeah. Person C, well, I'm out of it now. You've got what I need.
You've got what you need, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm out of it, and that's what I've done.
And if anyone wants that car, they can come and pay the bill.
Pay all the bill.
Not just the late. Because person A came to when he came to your workshop. Yep. He asked, "Oh, how much money do you owe?" And he goes, "I owe $9,000 or whatever it is." And he goes, "Oh, I'll pay for the parts."
Yeah, he said he'll pay for the parts and not pay for
labor or storage.
Not pay for labor or storage. And I'm like, well, no. If you want the car back, you're going to pay
Everything.
the job that I did, plus the money I've spent on it to register it, and
Yeah.
plus the money I've spent on it to improve it.
Yeah.
You know,
To make it drivable because it came in with a rear end smashed out of it.
correct. And then we got the windows tinted.
Yeah.
We put new wheels and tires on it because the old wheels and tires were shagged.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing to drive.
No, it's a nice ute.
Yeah.
And anyway, so after ringing the senior or the supervisor at Newcastle City,
Yeah.
I went and like he said, he was really nice. Like, and I'm like, mate, you were so much nicer than the guys we had to deal with yesterday. And he said, Saturday night, they may have been a bit grumpy. And
There's still no excuse.
And I said that to him. I said, mate, listen, that's still no excuse. Like, I produced evidence of ownership before the car was on a tow truck.
Yeah.
And he went, yeah. He goes, I don't understand this.
Well,
he said, even at the front of the first initial report put in, it says this is a civil matter. But then it carries on down the line to go, warning put on vehicle, seize vehicle, tow vehicle to Newcastle.
Yeah, right. Just my conspiracy hat my conspiracy hat goes on to saying that he's mates with somebody somewhere,
100%.
and it's just like he's mates with that constable or something to put that in.
100%. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I think. There's because the way they were acting, even like the high patrol was like, in my opinion, it's person one's car, and person one, and you got to, you have the problem with person two. I was like, but that's not how it plays out, buddy. Like the only person who has legal right to this car is Chris because there's $9,000 owing on it.
I think police officer one, being the one that pulled you over, needs to do his research on the law.
Yeah, highway patrols, they're above the law. I think their own opinion.
Oh, as I said, I've got nothing against cops, and there are some good cops out there. But then you get guys like this, like they were literally on their high horse last night, and they did not want to get back down. No. They've been proved wrong, and they did not want to jump off it.
They didn't want to change. Yeah, that was what it was like. It was like, no, fuck you. I'll just bite down the mouth guard and keep like pulling it harder and harder. Yeah. Even just to say to me, he goes, "Oh, the car's getting towed, so you just find your own way home."
Yeah,
He's many words.
Well,
he goes, "Find new arrangements." I was like, "What the? I've literally done nothing wrong. Like this car." Like,
well, to be honest, he's lucky. They're lucky that it wasn't a customer. Like at least it was somebody I knew in the car. But if it was a customer that didn't have my mobile number, and didn't have my contact details, and this happened. Well, and that's why I've said to him, we're going to put all the paperwork in the car now.
Yeah.
And I've got, like he said, okay, your car's been cleared. So I've taken off the warning. I've taken off the report of stolen. And I've written a little report in it, which will be under your event number. So you keep your event number in the car. If it happens again,
just have it all out, show everyone. Yeah.
But in saying that as well, I don't want to be loaning out a car saying to customers, so if
I think that car's now being pushed into the category of workshop
use only.
Workshop use only now because it's too much of a headache to have to.
100%.
Yeah, because if that was a customer, that would have been.
Yeah, exactly.
It was terrifying.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
I was like, am I going to get arrested?
I know how you feel. You know when you get pulled over for an RBT and you haven't done anything wrong, but you're still like,
I drove past the high patrol and I've been caught speeding a couple of times. I was like, I don't think I was speeding. And then I was like, sweet, drove past him as normal. And then I look in the rear vision mirror. I was like, oh, he's got his party lights on right behind me. I thought, okay, I'll pull over. And he followed me. I was like, I don't think I was speeding. And Em's like, no, you weren't speeding. And I was like, okay. And he hopped in and he goes, oh, just let you know the body cam's recording, rah, don't say anything you don't want to, rah, rah. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Here we go.
The car's been reported stolen. I just went, oh, fuck. Of course it has. And he looked at me. I was like, you guys got your license? I've only got my phone. I didn't know how that worked with your phone, but there's got like a QR code they just scan on there. It's like a phone or something. They just scan it. I send them all the data with it all. So then I got breath-owed.
Yep.
And then he brought the drug test out to do it.
Fucked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we said. Well, lucky wasn't a couple other people, a couple of other staff members driving it.
Yeah, exactly.
They might have been detained, drink driving or something.
Yeah,
but it was insanity. And then they're like, then they got M's information, and I was just like, oh, I'm fucking definitely going down now.
and meanwhile, I'm like,
blissfully unaware at this time, and then you get your phone call. And
I get my phone call. I've got my drink in my hand, and then I'm like, is this someone ringing about the motorhome?
A bit late to be ringing about a motorhome.
Yeah, hello. FYI, I just sold the motorhome.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and then it just went down from there. And like literally, if you'd seen me last night, you would have seen me boil.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I
'Cause it
was
was just
pacing. I was quiet. I was loud. It was.
so frustrating. I'm just like, this should have been sorted out in 2 minutes. Because even when the last phone conversation we had, it was like, oh, it's all been set to his data pad or whatever, and he's just like, cool.
The CAD, yeah.
Yeah,
to
it's
his
all
CAD.
been sent to his CAD, and the cops just like, cool. Basically said, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
It's
and
too bad. I don't care.
And see,
Car's getting towed.
the other thing is I asked for his badge number.
Yeah,
I asked for his badge number. Yeah, okay, we're not American, but they do have a badge
Still
number.
have an officer number.
Yeah,
of
they have
like,
an officer number.
He would have known exactly what you meant.
Exactly, and
And
he goes,
he
"We're
was
not
in-
in America, mate.
yeah,
This is Australia."
He knew there was a stuff up, so he just thought, I'll just dig my feet in. I'll just
Yeah.
I'm not budging. I'm just gonna
Yeah, well,
go
now,
more
now
and more.
he's going to end up under investigation because I am putting a complaint in
Yeah.
for the two guys that I dealt with yesterday.
Yeah.
Because the two guys that I dealt with this morning, mate, I'd go and buy them a carton of beer and drop it off to them and go,
Yeah.
thank you, because I, like, the stress that I was under
Oh.
last night compared to preparing for the stress that I was going to be under today and then walking in there and having everything sorted in half an hour.
And it was exactly the outcome it should have been, because like the only person who has a legal right to that car is you.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
person one has never shown an inch of ownership to you
and
to
then,
begin with.
No, until 2 weeks ago, which was already too
But
late. mate.
he didn't even bring anything, did he?
No, he brought a photo of a receipt or something. But at the same time, that was
Receipt.
from an auction, and that was, I don't know how long ago it was, but
Yeah.
but he was asked to produce that when he made initial contact with me and
Yeah.
never did, and then I hadn't heard from him for 6 months.
Then a receipt, like that's very vague. You'd think you'd need, I'd want registration papers or something. But I suppose if it's never been registered,
Yeah.
I suppose bill of sale is
Yeah, so
an ownership.
But at the end of the day, you know, as I said, we did everything right. It's
Yeah.
now a civil matter between him and them, and I will be contacting person A tomorrow because
Not cool.
not cool, man, not cool.
Cool.
So
If you wanted to have a discussion more, that's no problems. But don't
yeah,
put it under stolen. Make a false claim that it's stolen. Like he should get in trouble.
yeah, well, 100% because it's fraudulent.
It's fraudulent.
And not only that, I still want to know how the person who is not the owner of the vehicle, like,
Yeah.
like why didn't I get a phone call
Yeah.
as the registered owner, or Alex, like because
Yeah.
the company's the registered owner?
Yeah.
Why didn't we get a phone call saying, "Hey, your car's been reported stolen"? No, mate, it's still out there in
No.
the car park. It's not stolen,
yeah.
but we heard nothing.
No, that's why the conspiracy hat goes on, that this guy was mates with somebody. We can't prove it. It's just conspiracy, but it just makes me think that 100% there's mates along the line. There's someone doing a favour of someone, or that's
Well, he apparently works for a big building company up there, so and it's a family-run business. So I'm saying that the family's probably been around for a while, and
yeah.
the senior
no.
constable's probably an older bloke, and his dad's probably an older bloke, so
Yeah.
it's probably. But
Yeah.
as I said, when I spoke to him when he came down, and he said
He was pretty sweet.
He was well. He got fired up at one point.
He got fired.
I said, mate, listen, this is not between you and it's not between me. It's not between us two. It's between you and him.
Yeah.
You were the one that gave him the car without taking any pay, which is
Ridiculous anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, and then there is no car in my system booked in under your name.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're not my customer.
No.
So I can't give you a car, no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's exactly all the legal advice that I got from it. So, but at the end of the day, we've sorted it out now. It was meant to be towed to Newcastle.
Fortunately, it didn't get that far.
Luckily, it's only at Charmhaven. But I'm going to ring the towee because it's stored in their yard later on this afternoon.
Yeah.
And say, hey, can you have this towed back to the workshop for me and send the bill to the police?
Yeah. Which is what, because it should never been towed.
100%.
Yeah.
So, but I may have to pay the tow fees, but then I will.
You'd be able to put a reimbursement, or there'll be some sort
Oh,
of.
you can go through. It's just, again, it's just going to be another headache. But I'm not.
It depends what the cost is versus the headache, I suppose.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, this was an act of wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So therefore, they need to know that they're not above the law.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like the person one definitely should. That's a fraudulent claim made against a car that he has no legal right
And
to.
he knew
He knew everything.
Everything.
It wasn't like he didn't know where the car was.
Yeah.
I wonder if he saw the car somewhere. I wonder if he was
Well,
down somewhere.
he came when he came down to the workshop. He took photos.
No,
of
but I
it.
wonder if he saw the car like in Morrisett or something where I've been driving it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he saw it somewhere
And said, yeah.
and then went, oh, fuck him, they're driving it around.
Well, as I said, we had the highway patrol in our
We had the
car
highway-
park
on Friday up, and it was there.
Yeah, and it was there. So, and normally, they've got those scanners still, so you pick it up.
Yeah, you would think so. It's crazy. They've driven past multiple highway patrols since it's been stolen and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it was like on the way to the gym or something. That would have been a fucking headache.
Well,
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I would have been up then. So,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have been on the alcohol then.
No, true.
So,
Would have been easy to resolve, but
yes. Well, no, it shouldn't. I wasn't.
no.
Okay, so Alex told me to calm down at one point. I wasn't angry. I didn't abuse anyone,
No.
but I did
But
put my foot down and say,
Yeah.
"You're not taking this car." And I think that's what pissed them off, and they took the car.
yeah, I think, yeah.
Do
'cause
not tow this car, mate. This car cannot be towed. Don't tow this car. I'm towing the car. Fuck you.
yeah, he wasn't here to play games yesterday afternoon, I'll tell you that much. He was pretty committed to get that card. Like I said, I think he was pretty committed to arrest somebody and then didn't pan out that way. So
Yeah, so
he
he's
was
like,
like,
fuck it, I'm taking the car.
fuck it, I'm just going to take it.
Yeah, so
Right. Right, yeah. But yeah, it's obviously going to blow up in his face and going to get an well, once you make your complaint, whatever happens of that. But
yeah.
not even that. They wouldn't even talk to your brother
No.
at all. Like, they
No.
wouldn't even have a conversation with him about
No.
it.
And he's a detective sergeant? Detective sergeant? Oh, shit, I don't know now.
He's high ranked than the guy that pulled me over.
Yes. Well, he was just a constable, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Constable. Well,
I don't know.
yeah? Detective sergeant? Yeah, okay. Detective sergeant. There you go.
He wasn't a sergeant that pulled us over, was he?
No, Constable
No.
Grieve. Oops.
No, he said he said
Oops,
he said
my
you
bad.
can call the sergeant back at Toronto. He was just a
But he also put me on a wild goose chase because there was no sergeant at Toronto.
they're probably not.
No, there wasn't.
And why isn't there no commander on charge on Saturday night?
There was
for
no
highway
highway
patrol?
patrol at Morrisett. Was an unmanned station.
It's unmanned, yeah.
Toronto, there was nobody there.
It would just be if there was, it'd be general duties. Something or other.
Yeah. And then
Belmont might have been your best chance.
I tried Belmont as well.
Yeah.
And they tried to put me through to whoever was in charge there, and all I got was give me a phone number and we'll send him an email and we'll get him to give you a call when he can. Well, no, that's not good enough. I need to speak to somebody now. Oh, well, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Like, it was at the point then, it was just like, well, we just might as well deal with it in the morning.
Yeah, well, that's
Let
exactly.
cooler heads prevail,
I
which
thought
what
I'm going
happened.
to go back home. I'm going to have a few drinks, have a puff on my vape. I'm going to have a good sleep, and I'm going to get up fresh and.
Yeah. Go work out the anger. Go.
Well, I went to the gym to work out, but I ended up going to the gym to weigh in. I lost 3 kilos in 28 days. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Good job.
Where's my what?
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on. I'll wait. Oh.
Yay!
Yeah, see, 3 kilos in 28 days, so I'm happy with that.
Nice.
Um,
Good job.
So then I was like, all right, I'm not going to train. I'm just going to go straight home, get Alex, go straight to the police
Yeah.
station. And like, because I wouldn't have been able to put all my focus into the training anyways,
No.
because I was just sitting there going, I've got to get this car
I
back.
want to get this sorted
Yeah.
before we go away.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're going away on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday sail away party. Woohoo! 15 free drinks a day.
15 free drinks. That it.
Yeah, that's so.
They're rookie numbers, kid,
All right,
for you.
we're gonna change the whole topic
Yeah.
of this. So we bought the Cheers package on the cruise ship, right? So it's basically free alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
However, there's a catch. They only serve the drinks from 9 till 3 a.m. If you have 15 drinks free in that period of time, they will not serve you any more drinks. You can't even buy more drinks.
Yeah, right.
So if I start drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning, by 12 o'clock, I'm like cut off completely. So what we're going to do is, no, we don't have the drink package. I'm going to buy a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
And then when I get to the point where I'm like, then I go for the freebies.
Yeah.
So, or get one free, buy one. Get one free, buy one.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, But yeah, like as I said, when you get to 15, they cut you off completely.
Yeah, you can still get arrested on a boat as well.
Thrown in the brig.
Yeah, thrown in the brig. So you get thrown in the drunk tank on the boat.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be good. I'll be walking. Everyone on there, like, how will they know who's drunk? Like, the ship's going to be rocking and people are going to be walking in zigzag lines. So
Yeah.
walk the straight line to, yeah, whatever.
It's gonna be you'll be able to walk. You'll be able to walk straight. That's how they know who's drunk because
Yeah,
you just soak up the rocking.
Well, that's why pirates drink so much rum,
Yeah.
because it's to get rid of the seasickness. So when they're rocking, yeah. So
Oh well, we thought we'd just jump on and do a quick little recap of our
while it was all
events.
fresh in our mind,
Fresh in the mind. Yeah.
French in our mind,
French.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting afternoon. I just wanted to go home and build my Lego.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
And you built the Lego, didn't
I
you?
built the Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
And
done.
I came home and drank some more. And
Drank some more, smoked some more vapes. It was sweet.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I seem to be at home alone now because, did we say we're doing this at home?
Yeah, no, we didn't. We're doing it at your house.
Yeah.
I had to just take all the equipment out of the workship and
Yeah.
when I had to pick up the extra spare drive car.
Yeah, another car.
Another
Don't
car.
get that one impounded.
If I get that one impounded, I've done something wrong.
you fucked up. And I think it's registered.
I didn't even check that. I had to put a headlight in it, not that much.
Yeah, well, that's all right. No, it isn't. No, it's definitely registered.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's got some good tyres.
It needs tyre. Oh, see, there's the dogs too.
No, there's the dogs. Yeah, look.
It's got good tyres, yeah, and I think the wheel bearings are awesome.
Yeah, it's got some interesting noises going on the freeway.
Yeah, and strut tops. It needs strut tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took it down the freeway. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I want the Falcon back.
Yeah, cruise control.
Yeah, cruise control. I'm going to steal it back on Monday.
When it comes
as soon as
back,
it gets back in.
It'll be back. It'll be back.
And steal it back because Brennan's not there. I'm just going to steal it before he gets it.
Sucker.
So you can have the Bruno if he wants it.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks for
right.
listening to our story.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the bonus episode.
If anyone's got any information on this type of thing as well, feel free to put some comments up or chuck us a
Chuck us a message.
that's the word.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, guys. That's just a quick little bonus episode for everybody. Now I'm going to go have some lunch.
See you guys.
Bye.